And my father, alhamdulillah, he was a medical doctor. His name, Dr. Abdul Karim Muhammad Naik, rahimullah. May Allah have mercy on him and me in Jannah. He was a medical doctor, passed his MBBS, and he was a psychiatrist, a doctor, say of the mental people, psychiatrist. At that time, very few psychiatrists were there. He was the first Muslim president of the Indian Psychiatric Association. First Muslim psychiatrist. My father came from a very poor background, a humble background. There were 14 siblings, 7 brothers and 7 sisters. And he was the only graduate in his family. Then he became a doctor, he became a postgraduate. He was born in Ratnagiri, a city in the Konkan region, Maharashtra. And alhamdulillah, he became one of the most prominent Konkani Muslims of his time. My father, he was so poor, he didn't have money to pay for his school fees or his medical college fees. So what he did, he distributed milk in the morning. He distributed newspaper to earn a few rupees and gather it and pay the fees. And my father was proud. He said, you should never be shy as long as the work you do is honest and it is not un-Islamic. And even I am not shy to say that my father was a milkman or was a newspaper vendor. I'm proud of it. Alhamdulillah, after he passed his medical studies, he had a flourishing business, so much so that Allah blessed him with a lot of niyama of this world. But when my father, when he started earning, he saw to it, he spent a large portion of his income for the poor, the destitute, and the widows. I don't know any needy person who has approached my father and my father did not help him. My father taught us, never be extravagant on yourself, never. But spend on education, no problem. He taught us that invest by helping the poor and the needy. My father used to say, I would never give anyone money to watch a movie, but if you want to buy books, I can give you 10 times more, 100 times more. He loved traveling. He went to several countries. He visited most of the major countries in the world, attending conferences, seminars, whether religious, whether it be medical. My father, alhamdulillah, was a philanthropist. He was very well known for his social activities, for his educational activities, for his religious institutions. He was the president, the chairman of umpteen numbers of educational institutions, of social institutions, of religious institutions. I can only give a talk on my father's background for a few hours. I don't intend doing that. But in short, he was very well known. So much so that wherever I went, they used to say, there is the son of Dr. Abdul Karim Naik. But alhamdulillah, wherever when I started traveling in the world, almost all the countries I traveled, someone or the other knew my father. Either he helped them for the scholarship fees, or gave them hostel facilities, or gave them medical aid. And alhamdulillah, that really pleased us when we traveled throughout the world. This was in brief about my father. My father also had a passion of meeting religious personalities and even social and political personalities. He knew most of the religious Islamic figures in India and also some abroad. One of his friends, by the name of Dr. Ali Mate from Cape Town, he used to send him video cassettes of Sheikh Ahmed Deedat. And when I came back to Bombay in 1987, we come back to 1987, I hardly saw about 1 or 2 cassettes of Sheikh Deedat, maybe half, 3/4.